The JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. It's a weirdly vague and boring name for an incredibly important agreement. In 2015, Iran and 6 other countries, America, Britain, China, France, Germany, and Russia, came to an agreement to try and limit Iran's ability to create nuclear weapons. Now, the Iranian regime has been for, I think, 40 years, incredibly aggressive. It has sworn annihilation to several different countries. So it's really important that the Iranian regime never gets a nuclear weapon. The agreement had several different elements. One was to force Iran to reduce its ability to refine uranium by 97%, which apparently AI says it did. Another was to force Iran to allow inspectors to come and make sure it had done that. And it did this in return for reduced sanctions, because the sanctions that the world was imposing on Iran was destroying its economy. Now, of course, I'm no expert about this sort of stuff. I'm just a nerd that likes to research things on the internet. But the internet says that this plan was working. It was working really well, apparently, which is strange because after 3 years, in 2018, the current American administration decided to withdraw from the plan. And I can't really discover why they did that. I mean, they must have had a good reason. Obviously, since America pulled out of the plan, that means that the Iranians no longer allowed the inspectors to come and check that they weren't enriching uranium. So for a long time, 10 years, we haven't known really whether or not they've been enriching uranium or not. Then there was Operation Midnight Hammer, which they said they had information that they were on the verge of producing an atomic weapon. But again, we obviously didn't have as good information as we would have had if we had kept going with the plan. I don't see why we could possibly have wanted to cancel that plan. We still could have had Operation Midnight Hammer and bombed places. Yes, that would have ended the plan, but we would have at least known where the enrichment uranium was. If anybody knows why, what the real rationale behind ending the JCPOA was, then I'd love to know.